Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel, whatever the case may be. So today we're doing a first impression foundation video, and the foundation I'm going to be showing you guys today is the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. I am so super excited to be trying this out, and if you guys want to see what I think about it and how this foundation works, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so we've just taken this out of the box here, and this is what you see after it's out of the box. Isn't this just beautiful? So you're getting like a clear canister, and it's almost 3D. So when you look through the clear canister, you obviously get Kat's initials, and you're getting sort of like a black drip, and then it says Lock-It at the bottom. You obviously get a bit of information on the back here about your foundation, and on the bottom is the shade that you chose. I also like that on the top here, where you would push down to get your foundation out, it's also got Kat's initials on the top, and it's got this little stopper here, again Kat's initials, so when you take it off, that's where your foundation would come out, obviously. Now there is some things on the back here. So this foundation is 24-hour wear, it's full coverage, and also transfer resistant, and it's a matte finish. Also, this says you could use it for any skin type, so that's also quite good. There's a lot of bold statements on this foundation, so I can't wait to see if, in fact, this does what it says. I just absolutely love the packaging. I love Kat's products as well. I've got 2 of her palettes already and some of her liquid lipsticks, and I really love all of them. The products are just amazing. The shadows are really pigmented, really good quality, so I'm super excited to see what this foundation can do. So let's wait no more. Let's get on started with this video. Okay, so I've just removed the stopper from the foundation here, and I've just pumped it so we can get it to the top, ready to be placed on my hand. Now guys, you will have to excuse my jacked up nails. I've just been so busy lately. I've got a lot going on with my work and everything else. Life, little one. I haven't had time. So today's the day they are getting done. Okay, so let's go for one pump first. Or maybe go for 2. Now, right off the bat, quite thick. You know, my hands up like that. It's not going anywhere. It's not moving. And to be honest, looking at it, it does have like a moussey feel, moussey texture to it. So yeah. Like I said, my shade is Light Cool 44, because I am quite pale. Now, previous to this, I just exfoliated, I have moisturised, and I've also put some primer on. I've heard that the Lock-It primer is very good to go along with this, but unfortunately I don't have that at this time, so I've just used my Jordana primer at the minute. So let's go in there. I'm using a sponge rather than a brush, just to see how the sponge works with this foundation. I've heard a lot of people using their brushes and they get on great. I'm just going to try it with a sponge just to see how I fare with that. So I'm just dabbing the sponge in, and off we go. My sponge is just slightly damp, not too much. What I will say is this is going on extremely nice. Really nice. And I would say, looking at just what I've put on there, full coverage is right. It is really, really nice. I mean, I have a lot of, I don't know if you can see that on camera, like blotchiness, redness. And that's kind of covered everything there. Like I said, I think with this foundation, less is definitely more. Just because of how high coverage this foundation is. Now, my problem area is most definitely my nose. I always have trouble with foundations rubbing off, or I get like creasing just in the corners of my nose. So we'll see how this holds up with that. Just getting that right into the hairline there, because you don't want, obviously, to look like foundation nothing. That's the best way I could describe it. Well guys, I am loving this foundation so far. I mean, as you can see, it definitely is full coverage. I mean, it's covering everything that I would want it to cover. Like I said, when you're applying this, I would just go gently, because it certainly is what it says, full coverage. And I think definitely the 2 pumps that I've got on my hand would definitely be enough to cover what I would need covered. I'm just going to take some of this obviously down my neck, because you don't obviously want your face looking one shade and your face looking another. If that even makes sense. I don't even know if I'm making sense in this video, to be honest. So you guys are just going to have to roll with me. It is one of those days. I have my coffee right down here, because believe you me, I'm needing it today. Well guys, I am absolutely loving this foundation so far. Like I said, it's been so easy to blend in. It is just amazing. I'm just going to have a close-up myself first to see how it is holding up around my nose, because honest to God, with 9 out of every foundation I have, my nose is my problem area. The only one it doesn't do it so much with is my Tarte Rainforest foundation, and also my E.L.F Flawless Finish. Those are the 2 that kind of I don't have many problems with. So I'm super excited and hoping. That's actually not looking too bad around my nose area, I have to say. That's really quite good. I'm super impressed. Well guys, that is just 2 pumps of that foundation, and honestly that is pretty amazing. I mean, the finish is just lovely. I mean, it's not so far sinking into any of my fine lines. There's still a little bit of texture maybe just around here, sort of where my pores would be, but you know what, unless you're going straight up to someone and you're looking at them like this, you're not going to notice that. And obviously my face does look pretty plasticky and bland right now, but once you've got all the rest of your makeup on, then that brings back your 3D-ness in your face when you've got your bronzer, highlight, blusher and whatnot on. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that's looking right now. Like I said, that's 2 pumps, guys, and I've used everything up there. And like I said, I was using my Miracle Complexion Sponge from Real Techniques, and I have to say that's blended in really, really nicely. So far, I have no complaints. Like I said, I don't even know if I would use a ton of concealer either. I would maybe use just something for up here in the inner corner, but other than that, I think I would get away with no concealer with this. It is pretty darn good, I have to say. I am super impressed, ladies and gents. I have to be honest with you. 2 pumps of foundation, and that has pretty much covered my entire face. It's gotten rid of all the redness that I have around here on my cheeks, and even around my nose area. There's not many problems happening with that. Like I said, I always, in this corner here, I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, I get a bit of crack in here. With every foundation, that is a normal for me. It is a given. So that for me is just a normal, but I have to say all the other problems around my nose where it's just peeling away, that's not happening with this foundation. It's looking really, really good. What do you guys think? Obviously you've got here my wrinkles, but that's aging for you. I can't help that. That's just what goes on. So yeah, I am so far thoroughly impressed with the coverage. It definitely is full coverage, and I would say the finish is very, very matte. So yeah, I'm pretty much looking like a mask right now, but we're going to wait to apply the rest of our makeup, and I'll come back and let you see what it looks like with a full face on. So you guys hang on in there and we'll be right back. Okay guys, we are back. Full face of makeup is on. Right, so the foundation is definitely full coverage. It has covered everything that I would want it to, which is absolutely fantastic. It is so matte, so again, that's true to what they're saying. The only thing I would say for me that possibly lets it down ever so slightly is you can see definitely my fine lines there. And there's a lot of texture around here, like my pores. You can see them. And just around, I don't know if you guys can see that, look. It's cracking around the nose area. Now, I do get cracking around there, generally speaking, but it seems to be showing up a lot more with this. So I don't know if that's just because it is so full coverage. But other than those little niggles, the foundation is fabulous. It went on the skin really, really easy, blended out really, really well. You only needed 2 pumps of this foundation to really get a proper full coverage face. But like that, yeah, those are the only niggles that I have with the foundation, is that I am getting quite a bit of cracking just around the nose area, and obviously you can see my fine lines up here, and also ever so slightly just in the corners of my eyes, it's just cracking a little there, and that is with my HD setting powder. It's still cracking a little, but other than that, so far I am happy with it, other than those little issues, and they're not major issues, they're just little niggles. So what I'm going to do is, I've got a lot on today, so I'm going to go away and do everything I need to do, and then I'm going to come back later on tonight to let you see how the foundation is wearing on my face. But this is what it looks like so far, guys, up close. Just like that, the pores, obviously the lines there, and this cracking problem here. I may have to try and just blend that in a little bit before we go, but other than that, as you can see, full coverage. It definitely is matte, and yeah, so far I am liking this foundation. So we'll see you very, very soon, guys. Hope you have a fab day. See you soon. Okay guys, I nearly forgot to do a timestamp for you guys. There's so much running around in my head. Honestly, I don't know where my mind is right now. So it is currently 1:45 in the afternoon. So once I come back from doing all my running about, we're going to check in and see how this foundation is holding up on my skin. So until then, guys, we shall see you soon. Bye. Guys, so we're back again. It is now just after 5:15 in the evening. And I have to say, the foundation is holding up really, really well. It is looking fabby. My face, like my makeup just looks amazing. Like I said, the only problem I've had all through today with this foundation is definitely in the corners of my nose. As you can see, it's just cracking right along there. And the same with the side, just under there. Also, I don't know if you can see, but you can see my pores just here. And like that, all my fine lines. But other than that, I have to say the foundation has stayed where it was placed. It hasn't even rubbed off on my nose. Now that is also another huge problem of mine, is that my foundation slides off my nose. Basically, it just disappears, but it hasn't done that today. I really, really like this foundation. Even with the little bits of creasing here and the fine lines, I absolutely adore this foundation. It is just really comfortable to wear. It looks fantastic and it stays in place, and it is super matte. And like I said, it's just amazing. It's covered everything I needed to. My concealer, which I used today, which was the Tarte Tape Shape, adhered to the foundation really, really well. I just absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I really like the finish. And like I said, the fine lines, let's face it, guys, look. I'm not a spring chicken. I'm in my 30s. So fine lines is just natural. Everyone's going to get them as they're getting older. If your whole face is looking completely flawless, not a line in sight, it's not looking real. So to have some lines and your wee lines here, that's natural, and that's what your face is meant to look like. It's not meant to look like a plastic Barbie. So the fine lines doesn't really bother me. The cracking irritates me just slightly, but the only way you would notice that cracking is if you were right up in my face looking for it. Sitting back, or if you're sitting across the table speaking to someone, they're not noticing what's going on here. So it's not a huge issue for me. Like I said, the foundation has stayed where it's supposed to stay. It's not rubbed off on my nose. It's made my face look absolutely flawless, other than those little lines and creases, but I adore it. So the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation has got the thumbs up from me. I absolutely love it. Like I said, the only disadvantage to this foundation is I did find that you do see your fine lines more, and I've got a bit of creasing, obviously, both sides of my nose. But other than that, this foundation has done exactly what it said on the bottle. So if you've liked this review, you've liked the foundation, you've liked what you've seen today, then give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so now, as that would help me out a ton. So until the next video, guys, you take care and we shall see you soon. Bye!